Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Weekly DLC. I'm one of your hosts, Krosh, joined always by my co-host, Daniel Vargas.
Laurel.
Daniel Jang.
Yanni.
If you're not familiar with what we do, these guys torment me for an hour to an hour and a half usually. Yep. But we come to you every week on Mondays to podcasting services of your choice. We're on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, you name it, we're on it probably. If we're not, let us know.
You create a new one, we'll be on it.
We'll be there. Or we'll be square. You never know. But yeah, what we do is we sit around a table. We usually have some fun. We talk about nerdy stuff, games, movies, comics, everything in between. And we just, like I said, we have some fun. Get down diggity into the middle of it. So with that, episode 96, guys,
Four more.
What's special about this episode?
Yeah, we got 4 weeks to watch stuff.
What do you got to watch?
Stranger Things, too.
Daredevil season 2.
Just alternate. One of you watch Daredevil, one of you watch Stranger Things, and just pretend like you both did it all.
Damn.
I don't want to bring your hopes up, but
I know. My hopes
think
are gone.
I can watch it within the 4 weeks.
Okay. I know you can.
Damn.
Whether you will is like what the question is.
Correct.
Guys, how have you been?
Good.
Anything been up in your neck of the woods?
I've bought a lot of games, and I still haven't played any of them.
What'd you buy?
Smash.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
A game called Monster Bar on the Switch. I just bought it on a whim. I don't know anything about it. What else? Oh, I got in the Anthem beta,
Oh, nice.
and I played on Sunday.
So tomorrow, recording.
Which, yeah, we're recording on Saturday.
Okay, so
I
excited to
play
hear
tomorrow.
what you have to say about it.
I mean,
week.
can I, or will I get banned for life?
I mean, you
because
should check the notes
I
on.
can't talk about anything of this nature. I mean, I haven't played it yet. I'm pretty sure I'm okay to say I'm in the beta.
Yeah, I think you can say that. I've heard other people say that.
But yeah, other than that, I'm in the time slot for the early morning
Okay.
beta.
Oh, so it's a time slot too, and a day.
Yeah, there's 2 time slots for Saturday and for Sunday. There's 9 to 12, and then 5 to 8, I think it is, or something like that.
Okay.
Is it pre-downloaded?
Yeah, I downloaded it.
How big is the file?
It was 33 gigs,
Okay.
Okay.
But
so not too bad. But I think it's probably that small because it's just a specific part of the map or something.
oh, okay.
And
Like
not
an
like,
isolated.
yeah.
It's like this is a quarter of the first level.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I still haven't watched the Harry Potter, the
Fantastic Beasts.
Crimes of
Yeah.
Grindelwald.
yeah, and I've been meaning to watch it. There's that. There's a few other ones. There's Creed I want to watch. I don't have the. I want
You
to
don't
watch
have
these
Movie
movies,
Pass?
but because I don't have Movie Pass, I feel like I'm losing. I'm bleeding money every time I watch.
What about
a
the
movie.
AMC one? You were almost on board for that.
Yeah,
And
but it's-
matinees are cheap too.
Yeah, $6.
They-
That's when I saw Creed. It was like $6-7.
So it's I believe it's not the AMC. So I watch. It's called Century. What is the brand? Is it Century?
I think it's Regal.
No, that's not the.
Century 20 something.
Yeah, 21 or whatever. I don't know if that's the. Yeah, I think that's the same one. So they have their own where it's like it's $13 a month,
Oh, okay.
and it allows for, I think it's 1 movie a month for free. But then it also includes like 20% discounts on all purchases, and then 20% off on I think ticket purchases as well. Within that, I mean, well, after you spend that one.
Yeah, if you want to watch more than one
So
movie.
I was like, I might as well just pay, watch as I go, because I'm not watching 16 movies a month, so it doesn't really matter.
You aren't. Is it like a chicken and the egg thing? You're not watching it because you don't have the pass, but you don't want the pass because you don't want to watch it.
Who knows?
Yeah.
The egg came first, though. Yeah, there's that. I mean, I just haven't gotten around to it since removing my movie pass. I went from like watching 5 movies to 0 after canceling.
What about the Ghibli ones? Are you watching any more of those?
Grave of the Fireflies
Yeah,
just
I messed
killed
up.
it.
destroyed.
No, pretty much the ones that are the ones that have that are coming out now are all ones I've seen,
Okay.
and I don't like.
Can you check that for me real quick? Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes I freak out. I'm like, my eyes are going out. Okay. So you're saying?
They're movies I've seen already, and
You don't want to see them on the big screen?
it's not. I think if it was a great movie experience, like at least I feel like it's they're showing at this entry that I like to go to, and they're using like the cheapest version of the theater they have, or like the room that they have.
the back
so it's not the
theaters.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So then it's
That's,
like
yeah, that's about
the experience isn't like I might as well just watch it at home kind of thing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Jane, what have you been up to?
I think it was last weekend was the bike event.
Oh,
So they closed down the streets of LA, and I realized that I'm too cool to wear a helmet, but I think I might have to reevaluate that situation. There's a lady that got like permanent brain damage from a fall
at
in-
this event?
Yeah, at this event,
Oh my
and she's
God.
suing the event, but
Was she wearing a helmet?
she wasn't wearing it. Some people don't wear helmets. I mean, it's not required. So after that, I was like, damn, maybe I should wear a helmet.
I don't get how you can. Did someone of the event hit her?
Someone like swerved in front of her, like
Just another
just-
person, though.
Yeah.
I still feel I'm. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't blame the event, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
It's a shit. It's a
Yeah,
horrible
you
thing to
don't-
happen.
yeah.
Like that's sad, but
Yeah.
like,
You shouldn't blame the event. I don't know. But I actually saw a movie. You're like, huh? Well, what about Stranger Things season 2?
who dis? Who dis?
New phone, who dis? I rented Searching. John Cho film where his daughter's
Oh,
missing.
The
and
I am one or
Oh,
the
yeah.
online. Okay,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
was it?
it was cool. The build-up was cool. I think the last, like, the third act was too soon. Like, it just wasn't good pace. But
Okay.
it was cool. It
was a
got
good
me,
idea?
had me guessing. Like, it's not as crazy as it is, but there was a lot of, like, oh, shit, did this happen? But no, it didn't. And
Did you ever watch Hereditary?
yes.
Like compared to those two, what do you think? Like which one had a better build up?
Are they?
Hereditary, because like this, it's like one of those like the scary moments happen very subtly, and it just builds up, and then you'll see like a figure in the like. There's a shot where you're looking at the usual suspects guy, and she's talking to him, and you can see a figure like crawling on the roof, like on the ceiling. I was like, that's nerve wracking, dude.
I wouldn't say. Would you say Searching is a horror movie as well, or
No, it's
just
like a thriller.
suspense thriller?
It's like a
Okay.
thriller because you're trying to figure out.
Yeah, I'm just like referencing like within that suspense.
Oh,
like
okay,
what
okay.
is.
So I was
Searching
like-
is more realistic. Like
Okay.
it can that situation can happen. Yeah.
Yeah, she ran away then, huh?
I don't know. You
Figured
have to watch
out.
it. You
No,
have
it's
to
cool.
watch
I
it.
already know, dude. She figured.
But
she
I-
figured
Pulling a Jang here with this whole God of War shit.
That's what
tri-
I'm pretty much reaching.
I tried watching Daredevil. I saw one episode and I was like, you know what? I got to watch Black Mirror. And so I watched White Christmas
it,
first.
it made you want to watch Black Mirror.
I was just like, dude, I'm not feeling it. And I was like, you know what? I wanted to watch this one episode called White Christmas because a Reddit user said it was compared to a Stephen King short story. And I saw it. I was like, it was predictable, but it was cool. And then I was like, you know what? It's time to watch the one that Vargas is always hyped up about, San Junipero. And my God, it was a fucking good episode. And then I watched USS Callister after that.
What did you think of that one?
It was cool. The ending sucked. The buildup was so good, and then the ending was like, eh.
The ending was not like, yeah, I agree. It was nothing to write home about, but I thought the ideas they explore were really cool in that one. I think another one, if you like San Junipero, you should watch the one in season 4. It was like the dating one. You've seen it, right? Where it's like the premise is you meet people, and you each have like a clock, and you press it, and it tells you how long that relationship is going to last.
I don't even remember that. I'm sure I've seen it though, because.
It was the only positive episode in the latest season.
Oh no, then because I stopped
It was
watching
like-
after. I think I've only seen the first 2 episodes. The USS McAllister, and the second one is the one with the girl
The
who gets
shark?
the implement. The little girl who gets implanted with like, so her mom can see everything she does.
Archangel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, I was
Hang the
weak.
DJ.
I
Hang the DJ.
have not seen that one.
And you know what tripped me about
like that one.
San Junipero? I didn't predict it. So what I thought when I was watching it, I thought it was like an old person. Because, all Black Mirror episodes deals with futures. So I was like, this is not set in the 1980s. So I thought it was like an old person regretting her past decisions. So she wants to, with her memory, like
Try and-
Assassin's Creed
Like
kind of.
relive essentially.
Yeah, relive it, but in a different route.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought it was that. But, shit, I forgot where I was going with this.
So you were saying like you couldn't predict it. and then you thought that it was them relieving their past, essentially an older person because of happy endings.
Can you get a little closer?
Because of happy endings. You don't
Yes,
remember.
I don't remember. But yeah, good episode. Unpredictable. That's what I like.
That's good. Maybe it was because it was hyped. It didn't hit me as hard, but I know there's a lot of happiness in it. I just didn't think it. Go for it.
Now I remember.
Happiness.
So I've seen a couple of Black Mirror episodes. So the twist is no. I mean the endings are always bad. Like they're just fucking damn. So when I saw San Junipero's episode, that was a twist for me. I was like, I mean, it's kind of weird and eerie. Just the whole.
The eerie part is hard for me to shake off.
Yeah, it's eerie because you're kind of not living, but your consciousness
I
is
don't
a
see it as
memory.
eerie.
It's kind of weird though.
It's not for me.
That's why I feel like I differ, because I think a lot of people are in line with what you're saying, and that it's just so positive. It's so.
Not
But
not
like
necessarily
the idea of leaving your body entirely into like a flash drive.
That's
but
why
being happy there. It's like
Are you really living? That's the thing.
I'm alive, like mentally, I guess. Or like I mean, can you even say that anymore? Like mentally, like once this is gonna get into crazy stuff.
Sure.
Just real quick. Once, if I were to put my mind into a hard drive or like a computer, am I still a person, or am I just data at that point? Like
that's where I'm like, I feel like the heartwarming side of it gets cold and eerie to me, where I don't know. I'm leaning. My initial thought is I'm leaning more towards I'm not. I am just data at that point, and so all the romantic, all the heartwarming stuff gets a little bit further from it for me. But if I ignore that, I can just see like they're united. Whatever they think they're going towards, like whatever they believe is what's real to them. So
and I'm ignoring it.
yeah, that's fine. I'm not like knocking people. Like, no, you shouldn't love this. I'm like, that's cool. But it's hard for me to shake that other side. Like I haven't. It goes alongside the altered carbon, the simulation stuff, all these other things. It's like wrestling with like how you feel about that.
Yeah.
That's an individual thing, but you should definitely check out Hang the DJ.
I'll check it out.
I think
I'll
if
check
you
it out.
like San Junipero, it might be predictable. I can't remember the story beats 100%, but it was interesting. The latest season, or the next season's coming out.
There's another season?
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Oh
gonna
my
make
gosh.
money. It's
Oh yeah. Like they got some big talent attached. It's coming out like on Christmas Day or the day
Ooh.
after. I'm like, oh my
Hey,
god,
White
like you're
Christmas.
killing.
White Christmas number 2.
One of the episodes they've been getting the news is you actively are gonna be choosing the
Oh
direction.
yeah, that's right. They're doing
I'm
like
like,
a.
I don't want that pressure. Like this is already like.
hello, Karosh. Come a little
But the
closer.
great thing is, so
I hope it's a positive
I'm
one.
like that with games, specifically. Like this is why I can't really enjoy Red Dead Redemption. Like it's too big of a game. It gives me too many options, and I'm worried that like either I'll take the wrong options or just like options
miss
are
out?
closing to me. Yeah, are closing out
Rewatch
to me
tips?
when I'm playing. But I don't feel like it's gonna be that big when it comes to a show. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna be 2 routes,
Yeah.
you know. And then so I'm gonna be like, I'll watch it one way, then I'll watch it the other way, and that's it.
It's not pulling like a Detroit Become Human.
Yeah,
sort of
you know,
thing, where
there's no
it's like-
fucking 160 endings or some shit.
That's cool though.
And then there was the Game Awards, but we'll get into that
Yes.
later.
Yes, we
So
you did get back into streaming.
I did. That was
That's a big
the
thing. though.
first
In a
day.
while.
What did I don't remember what I streamed. What did I?
Smash.
Oh yeah.
I watched a little bit.
Yeah, Smash. I was unlocking the characters. You know.
And you said you weren't gonna do it.
Mm. I don't know what to stream next. That's
Smash.
Near Automata. I saw his comment.
man.
Okay, I'm gonna. If you got my vote, I'm going. I want you to play either Near Automata or Wolfenstein 2, since you just bought it.
Oh,
Third one though, I'm just gonna save
Wolfenstein.
just to close out the year and also close out your experience. Maybe Uncharted 4.
that's gonna be soon. Uncharted 4. It's the next game. So there's a game in between before Uncharted 2. I'm thinking
Uncharted
about.
4. Oh, you've
Oh, wait,
done
Uncharted
3.
4.
Okay.
Yeah, before Uncharted 4. I'm thinking about doing Bloodborne again, like a run through Bloodborne.
Something. Okay.
I don't know yet.
Those are my 3 picks from. Do you have picks from?
Wolfenstein. I might do Wolfenstein. I want something short and like sweet and.
Easy mode, Wolfenstein. Don't.
Well, I want to go for the platinum.
Oh my god, it's not gonna be short then.
I have just one.
San Junipero?
A rogue World of Warcraft.
No.
What about some Diablo? No?
It's just It's not. That's the story sucks. I'm gonna
What about
play. I'm gonna
Fortnite?
play the adventure. I'm not gonna do Fortnite because it's too much of a time suck.
But you're gonna platinum again.
But I feel like with Fortnite, there's no like progression.
Like
I'm
it's not a
just-
story. Like you're not.
Yeah,
I don't have a
know.
goal. I don't have a goal.
Yeah. So you're just constantly
Well,
playing it.
you
Like
can
it's a
set your own
never-ending-
goal, right?
I
Right,
guess.
right. I would say like when playing like essentially like the games he's playing, he's referring to like single player games. There's
Okay.
a story. I feel like you get something out of it, like an experience.
If you want to
essentially.
platinum a game, Doom. It's not that hard.
Damn,
to
I don't.
platinum.
I don't have the game. I thought
It's
I
on
had it.
sale,
Still from Black Friday.
I think the
That's
Game
hard to.
Awards-
I think it's hard to platinum
right.
too. It's not
not-
hard.
it's
It's,
not
like
hard.
medium.
It's
Unless-
just
unless you get the glitch setting.
no. Fuck that glitch. It's not hard. It's like the only part that's hard. You're playing on the hardest difficulty. There's like one trophy that's really hard, and it's like doing the first level on the hardest difficulty, because you're so limited in what you get in the first level. But as the game gets more, like you get more weapons, it doesn't matter what difficulty you're on.
Doom or Wolfenstein 2.
Doom because you can platinum it.
Wolfenstein
Yeah.
2, you could platinum it.
Yeah, but it's a little tougher.
I feel like that one's gonna be more of a collectathon. Doom, I know that one from back. It's,
Yeah.
it's an easy platinum.
You get that one weapon that blows up everything. And
I gotta
you-
buy the
you
game
get-
then.
You get the
I
platinum.
want it for PS4.
But
I wanna-
yeah.
yeah, so-
But you can always borrow Nier Automata.
I'm gonna buy it eventually.
Okay. Anyway.
I can tell you that I borrowed it and it's no longer on my PS4.
What? You borrowed it from me.
Yeah.
He deleted it.
Oh.
That's what I
oh well,
meant.
yeah, because of what you did.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's why.
I wouldn't do that.
But I would.
Yeah.
And I did.
You did.
I just think it's so cool.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it is. It is.
my name is permanently part of the community now.
You're gonna help him out whenever.
Imagine what if at some point you're playing and all of a sudden it's like the Fulio's helping you out.
I'll DLC you later, bitch.
So I want to know if like everyone's name that shows up, if they did the same thing that I've done, where like they had for their name to show up on someone else's game, they have to delete their save file.
I thought that's what it was.
Well, I don't know. Like maybe it still just grabs your name though, even though you
Oh.
chose not to. So
maybe.
at some point it'll be like Cujo Prime's helping you
Yeah,
out, but
that's
like,
nah, no, he
yeah,
didn't.
exactly. You know.
Fake news. Cool. When's your videos coming out? I know there's a couple in the pipeline.
Oh man, never.
Okay.
I just don't feel
I'll
like.
see you guys never.
I don't feel like editing them. The
Kamikaze,
Game of
though,
Thrones
bro.
one, yeah, that one I have to. I have to force myself, but I don't know.
Okay.
Not anytime soon. Press pass. WarnerCon. Comic Con.
Comic Con. Yeah, we got it.
Both.
So for me, I finished Big Mouth. Fucking hilarious show. Like,
Bill Burr.
yeah, I'm gonna maybe give that a try. We're watching some Trek, and then we started watching some Christmas stuff now
Yeah.
that the holidays are here. Yeah, Big Mouth just cracked me up.
You're really getting the holiday spirit.
So after that, we were watching a little bit of Trek, and then this weekend we got our tree, started wrapping presents, and I was like, I was going through Netflix just to see what Christmas stuff was on, and I forgot there's that Kurt Russell new Christmas movie.
Yep.
I was like, let's see what it is, because
Ho ho ho.
That's,
No, I was kidding.
that's very much what I think of.
he's fucking hilarious. He doesn't change who he is. Like, the kids are corny and cheesy, and you can tell it's like a family. It reminded me of like those ABC like family
Oh,
like
yeah.
made for TV sort of thing. And then he shows up and he's like, fucking billboards. Like, they always make me look fat. Do I look fucking fat to you? And like, he doesn't curse, but you could tell like
Yeah.
if they like up the ranking, it would have just been like a natural. He chews up every scene. He's a mix between his like Hateful Eight character and like his character from Death Proof, where he's very talkative. He's
Nachos?
yeah. No, he doesn't eat much. Oh, he does. He eats cookies. He's like, just his sass. He's like, I don't know. There's a charisma about him that he has in his more like the movies he has more fun in, and
Yeah.
he has that in this movie. So just for him alone, it was a total fun. They had a few other actors in there that were fun, but yeah, that was a nice movie.
Would you equate that to like acting prowess? Do you think like he's just a natural actor where he comes on screen and he doesn't seem cheap or anything, but then you see these kids who might be like first time actors and they're like you see like the scene just isn't that good.
I think it's a mix of like his prowess, but it's also like the role that they're allowing, and also the the confidence they have in him. They're like,
Yeah.
we don't want to constrain you or give you too many parameters. We like your vibe. We're on the same page of what mood we want you to have. Just run with it. And I feel like a lot of that's that. And maybe the writers know him better. They're like, this will be very similar to some of your other things, and so come at it with that attitude.
Gotcha.
He might know more of that. So he just like, I don't know, the way he's like, God damn, like, fuck, I can't even, like, he comes at it just with this personality. There is some weirdness to it, like the way they show the elves are very Minion Rabbids-esque. And I'm like, it's kind of weird and throws me off, but it's fun. It's fun. Like, I could see them serializing this as a Netflix thing where every year he visits two other kids or other people, whether they're adults or kids. And it could just be like Kurt Russell with the kids or with whoever. So did that. Playing Destiny. We played a bit.
Fucking lost the eye. Damn it.
Some people are fucking idiots. So we're playing that Gambit mode. I think we talked about it last time. Just people just don't know how to play these modes, and it's like, okay, that's fine. But like when it gets really like matches, even when they know, it's very back and forth. We're just like, God, that one. We're like, oh, okay, let's play like 2-3 more matches. That one match took us forever. Like, I'm good after this next one. I'm like, yeah, me too. My heart is racing.
We were pretty much killing it the whole time. We were winning, and then finally, when like the one boss that gives us the special quest, which I need, he's already gotten it, came out, completely dropped the ball on that. We didn't even.
Our teammates were like, "How do you play?"
we did his health was full, and you see the other team's like, and then we lost. I was like, well, I mean, I'm not even like there wasn't even a chance. I'm not even gonna be mad at that.
I hate it when it's close. The first time I saw that monster, it was fucking like, we got it. They're killing us. They got it. We're killing them. And then it came down like, we got this. Just and then all of a sudden it says lost. I'm like, what? But then they dropped some new content, this new Black Armory and the new level cap and stuff, and so that's been fun. I've been chipping away at some of those aspects to it. I'm not like on the new content. I'm just going at my pace, and that's how I've approached Destiny lately. It's like I'm not going to be caught up. I'm always going to be a step behind, but it's fun still. I enjoy like the grind and.
I played it too. I don't remember
What?
playing it. Apparently, I didn't bring.
Oh,
it up
that
on
you
my-
played it this week? Yeah.
I tried doing the forge thing.
So you did it?
Oh my god, no, not even close, dude. I mean, I played it like
You
have
got
to do, like,
match made
you have
with
to do a
people?
certain amount of like things to get to that point.
Yeah.
Which it's not even fun. Like,
See, the community, like right now, fans are pissed. Like, there's a big outcry against Destiny, and it's one of the things is they set out like outright. They're like, we're doing a different model. We're not doing this is an expansion.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it all available. He's like, this is a season. I think they're trying to do more of the Fortnite.
and the season's only available if you have the content. Like, you can still play the whole entire game, but to do this new content, which
It's like a
gives you
battle pass.
better, which gives you better rewards. You have to have the battle pass. But what I'm saying is like.
But the last thing I should say, it's not. You're not paying for this season. You're paying for the next year.
Yeah.
So a portion of it is this season.
Yeah. But no. But what I'm saying, like, what I'm angry about is one of them requires you to get multiple kills with a power weapon, and I'm like, okay, cool. And it's I don't know. Maybe the game doesn't count certain kills as like a multi kill, but I killed like 3 guys with a rocket launcher. I'm like, all right, let's check. Nothing added to the thing. And I'm like, what the heck? And what I ended up doing was I switched to grenade launcher, and I kept going into an instance. And right in the beginning of the instance, it was a bunch of these the
Oh, are
characters.
you doing the raid? The beginning of the raid?
No, I wasn't doing that.
That's
I
what
was,
people
I was
have been
on
doing.
Titan.
They get a heavy machine gun. They go to the beginning of the raid where the steps, and they just kill them, reload it.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I was doing an instance in Titan, and a bunch of guys just come like raiding, and I just I throw all the grenades I can. Then I go out. It's really tough to find heavy, so I do like public events until I get like all the heavy back. Come back again. I just did that, and it took a while because I had to keep gathering heavy. I had lowered my light level and switched to everything that said like easier find for power weapon, and I just did that. And I've just been trying to find weapons like that. I eventually got it, and I'm like, okay, this was like, it's just a grind. So and I went to go do the forge, and
Which is this new game mode where it's like match made, 3 players, and you do 3
it's
or
like
4
it's
waves.
like a horde wave, But the thing is,
You're building the weapon that you're gonna get if you complete it.
yeah, there's like an item called the Forge. You're throwing power at it from certain monsters that drop it, and eventually you max out the power, and it forges the weapon that you're trying to get.
So it's a cool idea.
But the monsters that have these orbs are bullet sponges, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
well,
not
also the power levels.
I'm not 600, but apparently they made it for like the max, which they increased by 15 or 10 levels.
So it was originally made to be like if you're barely 600, you're gonna still have a tough
Yeah.
time. So you should be like much higher. But they make it so that progression is very like you get 1 or 2 instead of like 10 or 15.
Yeah.
After so much anger, they're like people were angry because they're like this is content you made available day one. And people that, even if they're at 600, which is how you would start this,
Is really
cannot
angry.
access this game. You cannot complete it on any sort of level unless you're like the pro of the pro. And streamers are be doing it, but the average player is like, I bought content that I can't play. What
Yeah.
the fuck? And so there's a back and forth with it because leading up to this, every advertisement was saying this is end game content. This is not something you're gonna play at the gate. You're gonna build to play to it. But people are like, well, if that's the case, like, have a tiered version of it, or I don't know. There's still.
I would say
it's like a mixed bag.
When you're giving me new content, within that content, have a build to the end game content. Like, I don't want the new content to be immediately be end game. Like, I have this content because I want to enjoy it, and
Yeah.
if I have to play the regular game to play what I paid for DLC, then that like.
It's a little bit. There's a balancing act. I think one they could have done is they've done this with like strikes. They'll do a normal strike and a heroic strike.
Yeah.
Heroic strike is where the good loot is at, but you could at least do the normal strike to experience it.
Yeah.
And get some loot.
They could.
They fine tuned after like day one. They were like, okay, day 2, we're gonna lower that by like 5 or 10 light.
But I haven't even attempted it since.
See, that's where I'm coming at. Where I'm like, I know I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm still working on some other stuff, but I've been getting stuff to slowly get me above 600.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll get to it, but I understand people that want to do that when the game, like it's like when you get Smash, you want to play Smash. So yeah, playing that. The new raid launched. Watched a little bit of that. I played Smash after the VGAs, which we'll talk about the VGAs and Smash, I guess. Smash has been fun, and then I played this other game. Can you hand me my Switch real quick? I forgot the name. The name's weird, but I was telling you guys, I played this last night.
You don't even remember.
It's
the name.
Japanese, huh?
No, it's
No?
just like a weird name.
You're turning Japanese, aren't you?
I really think so. Okay, you have one guess. What do you think it is?
Ni no
We need a
Kuni.
clue. We need a clue. What genre?
It's a genre that I never really talk about or play.
Shoot 'em up. Shmup.
No, I would assume like Bullet Hell Airplane.
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to think of another. It's got the word horizon in it.
Zero. No, just kidding. I'm
It's a 3-word.
I feel like you're gonna tell me the name of like I.
You've
I
never
saw
heard of
it.
this.
No, I'm pretty sure I saw
Horizon
it, though.
Assault Trigger.
Third word is closed. Horizon Chase Turbo.
I saw it. I saw it because when I bought Smash and the other one, I was going through the whole. I always go through the whole thing, seeing like this is interesting. I saw the name, but I didn't even look at the game.
So this is like a modern day Cruis'n USA.
Ooh.
Oh wow!
And it feels so good. Like to me, I'm gonna load it up real quick. I was just like, I'm going so fucking fast, and it just feels
Sonic?
cool. Yeah, it just feels.
Is there
Do you have Thumper?
No, I
That,
know that one's
feels
fun.
like you're going fast.
I saw it. It has like a red car in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see it.
So like, I'm still on the first. Here, I'll show you real quick. What do I need? Network, bitches.
Dang.
Okay, I'll figure it out later.
Need to be online. Already don't want to buy it.
But yeah, it's fun. It's like it scratches the itch of like just games making you want to go. Like it's either you're not moving or you're going like fucking Mach 5, and you bump and you hit. And it's nice. I like it.
I need to have a game
$20.
that does that, but then like as you hit Mach 5, your car's warping an image.
I need acid trip mode. So that's been fun, and yeah, Smash, and then Destiny. I think that's it.
One quick question. Wolfenstein 2, does it have a Christmas, like something Christmassy in
I haven't
it?
finished Wolfenstein 2,
So I don't know.
so we can find that out But yeah, let's get into topics. We went to the Game Awards in LA, and we had some thoughts. Guys, what did you think of the Game Awards this year?
First, I thought the pace was really good.
Yeah.
That's one thing that like I was like, but I don't know how it is when someone's watching it outside of the event, like through a stream. But like when the guy's like, we're gonna go to commercials, he's still like saying like, oh, and the small award went to this person. Oh, and
Kind
the
of
small
wish
person went to
all
this
the
person.
awards had like you get to go up because the Messenger won and
Dead
I mean I
Cells?
don't think they were there, but
They were there.
oh they were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we saw them. Remember,
Two of
you
them.
came out of the bathroom and I was like, "Hey, it's two of the guys from the."
I think he hadn't come out yet, and I was.
Oh, it was you. and I
Yeah,
then?
it was just me.
Yeah, we saw them at the PAX. It was two of their head guys. The one with the ponytail.
Yeah, we talked to both of them actually.
I was looking for Philip. So I'm pulling up what we had. Is this your handwriting?
Yes.
That's yours.
What I want.
This is yours. and
That's
this
what
is
I
mine.
want.
So yeah, there was a lot of cool. Okay, you had some of your general thoughts, Jang. What did you think overall?
It was cool. I wish every award had like a time to like come up.
It's a hard balance.
When I went 3 years ago, every award did have it. They only started doing it recently when you first went.
It's my
2
fault.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they started.
2 years ago, you and I went. Last year, the three of us
Yeah.
went.
3
and
years
then
ago,
this year.
every single award people would come up.
Okay.
They did everything.
Was it a longer show, or was there just less?
I don't know.
Trailers, or maybe
think-
less awards.
I don't remember.
I assume if every award had it, I would assume it was less trailers.
Either that or just less awards.
I mean, one thing that was weird though is
Because I don't remember they like 3 years ago they didn't have, or 2 years ago they didn't have all these esports ones.
one thing that's kind of messed up. If you remember last year, the content, Dr. Disrespect, it was one of those no one comes up. Like he didn't give a speech. But this year, Ninja, they made him come up and
2
give a
years
speech.
ago they did with
Boogie had
Boogie
one.
did, and then the
Greg
year before
Miller.
that, Greg Miller.
Yep.
had.
So it was Dr.
I thought he did say something.
Did he?
Someone
'Cause he was
He
there.
had gone up.
Yeah, he went up.
No,
I think he was
didn't.
presenting maybe.
He didn't go up. I'm pretty sure he didn't go up.
I remember he was there though.
He was there.
So I think maybe okay.
I remember him being really tall.
Yeah, he's tall as fuck. My general thoughts: I thought the pacing of this year was good. The balance between trailers and awards, I thought was cool. Being at the show was fun. I'm trying to think of. There was some dude that was like next to me talking about like the teleprompter all the time. I forget what happened.
You know, me? Me?
All I can tell you is
It blew your mind. That's what I did.
they were. I knew what they were gonna say before they said it.
Damn. It's like the dark. Was it that one? The show. Fuck. What's that one show? The Dark Zone. This guy who could like see things.
The Dead Zone?
Dead Zone. That's it. He could see things ahead or something. I forget.
Just real quick off of that, Lo, I think that the people that went up there wrote their own thing, and then it got put on the prompter so that they
Yeah.
would remember what it said.
Even the musicians.
Yeah.
The Red Dead performance they did.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool. I mean, I'm not saying like, oh, this is cheating or whatever. And then what was funny is they were aggressive when it came to like telling people like, hey, time's almost up.
Not as aggressive as Oscars, thankfully. I hate when they do that music thing at the Oscars.
They start playing the music.
They just
and,
start playing the music, and people are like, fine, fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, some people will be like, and I want to, and then the music gets louder. I'm like, this is awkward. Just fucking let them fit. I don't know.
I'm gonna continue saying here even though you can't hear me, and we keep talking.
I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you balance that. But there was a lot of heartwarming speeches. And each year, I feel like it's everyone, like, one of the first things that was really cool was the three PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo on the stage. Like, that was like.
I
This
remember
is
like as soon
fucking-
as he announces them all and you see them all coming on stage, you could hear everyone just like murmuring, and they're all like, "What's gonna happen? Are they gonna make one console?"
Like, someone posted a photo like, this is like the Treaty of Versailles. And then someone else replied like, so this is going to directly lead to the next World War?
No, but what I was saying is like this had forced Sony's hand into like opening Fortnite to everyone
Do you think so?
because it would have been awkward if like they bring all three of them up and this guy's still not letting
He makes a
Fortnite-
jab at Fortnite.
I'm guessing, yeah. If they, I think because the planning of this is from before E3 even.
Yeah,
Or around E3.
I wouldn't
I'm
have s-
guessing they wanted that moment for a while. He's like, I want this to start a show.
Yeah.
And they're like, Sony's like, if we do that, we're going to get bad if we don't push this Fortnite stuff like you're saying. So,
It could be that. I mean, like, I don't think this event is big enough for them to be like, let's do it. He would have just been like, I'm not down because I might get,
But
it was cool to see him.
But someone saw someone early. Hearts.
Oh, yeah. So I got there really early, and I'm just sitting there like near the entrance, and it's such like a, I don't know, casual in the sense of like you see people, like you see the talent go one way, you see the audience standing elsewhere, and I saw a bunch of people, and one of them was Reggie, and I was like, oh my god, it's Reggie Fils-Aimé. I was like, take
let's
a quick
smash
video.
it. I have the physical copy.
Yeah, Keith, you got your game, bro.
Melee man.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, seeing people like I saw him. I saw Sonic Fox run right by me.
Neil Druckmann walking by us.
Fucking Antonio Banderas, just like. A lot of IGN people I recognize. I got to talk to one of them, Sean Finnegan, he does a lot of the Fire Team chat, their Destiny thing. And literally the night before, I was playing Destiny while listening to him and this other guy they were getting in a heated conversation about this latest content. He was very much supporting it. This other guy hated it, at least how they presented it.
Yeah.
And it was a tense episode, and I was like, I appreciate, like, he's like, yeah, sorry, it was kind of like heated. I was like, no, I love it because if you're all like giving one opinion, it's very much like you're just getting one perspective. Once you guys got past the heated side of it, you were articulating your thoughts. I was like, it's a fun conversation. I know sometimes we get into conversations, like I know that we've talked about the teabagging stuff. I'm like, once we get our point across, it's like, okay, I'm seeing a perspective, and I always appreciate that. Like, with whatever content is presenting, seeing multiple perspectives. And then I think a few other people we saw. I just could like
You
recognize
saw Boogie.
Boogie from afar. While we were waiting for you, we saw the Mike Cerny.
Oh yeah.
He's one of the top guys for Sony. And then as I'm coming out of the bathroom, you were like,
Jason
Shire walked right into the bathroom. I was like, what? And then like while you were getting my attention to tell me that, I just saw Greg Miller, and I was like, what? And then I look back and he's gone. I was like, so that was cool. I tried this place in LA called Birdie's. 10-minute walk from the convention center. It's fucking amazing. Best chicken sandwich I've had in a long time. But going back to the awards, what do you think of the performances, like the entertaining performances or the musical performances or whatever?
I like it. Like
The segments.
I like sitting down and enjoying stuff, and so having like a performance at the award show while you're sitting down, I don't mind the performances. I didn't care for the death.
Trigger.
Oh,
Devil Trigger.
the trigger one?
Yeah, like that's not my music. Like,
I like the visuals of it, but I didn't care as much for the music.
which is funny. I think that while playing the game, I might be really into the music, but like seeing a live performance, I was like, I don't care.
In past years, that's been like there's been some performances I'm like, this is fine if I listen to it in the game, but seeing it live, I'm like, I could take it or leave it. You're acting like this is a full concert. You should play more like it's like an audience theater. And I thought this year they leaned more into that when they got like Hans Zimmer, and they have a theme now.
Yep.
I was like, that gave me a little bit like seeing the three of the Sony, Nintendo, and Xbox guy, and then seeing the theme played. I was like, this is growing.
Just before
That's
the
what-
theme, though.
Me and Vargas were talking about this thing has been growing.
Yeah.
Like from when it first started, the viewership. So I don't know.
On their website, the Game Awards website, they have like a history, and each year they show like the total concurrent viewers that have watched live the event, and it went from like under a million to like over a million to like double-digit millions, and like it just continues to grow.
Yeah.
And I told them like obviously this year's gonna be even more now.
Yeah.
But like with their own theme song, when Jeff was announcing it, like you could tell like he wanted to like really let it out, and he's like, dude, we got our own theme song.
I think
Listen."
it's like he's new. He's been waiting to share this, and he
Yeah.
finally gets to share it. Like, it's so cool that this is his project.
Yeah.
Like, because there's a ton of awards. Like, IGN gives their awards. All these publishers give their awards, or publishing places. He's like trying to build something that's just like a celebration. And I think that shows in a lot of ways. Like seeing the three of those guys standing there, seeing all these people sharing. Like a lot of the speeches touched on that. Corey for God of War was like big and small. Like we're inspiring each other, we're motivating each other, we're celebrating each other. Like that's really cool.
I wanted to let it know that he never cried on stage. Professional, man. Kept it cool.
But he said bitch a lot.
Boy. What do you think of some of the wins?
There were
Surprise.
some upsets. There were some where I'm like, oh, a small time took it, you know?
The
Like,
one that the Oberdin one.
For what was that?
which, I mean, I got to check it out now, dude. If they have that big of a backing to, like,
art,
meet-
was it art direction? I think it was. Because game direction was God of War. Art direction was Oberdin.
Was it art direction?
Who
Yeah.
won 2017 moment? Because I think we missed it.
I think it was Yusuf. Because he came out at the beginning. I was like, damn.
Nice.
Yeah, it was art direction.
Yeah, dude, like, he went out on Red Dead Redemption, God of War, Odyssey.
Octopath.
Fuck that game.
What the fuck?
Fuck
Surprise for me was Overcooked for Family Game.
Oh yeah.
Because that tears families apart.
I know. There was was it there was a I don't remember what who was running the whatchamacallit, the poll online, but there was one where it says like what will cause a bigger argument, and they said Overcooked 2 or Smash Bros. But I've never gotten in a fight. I mean, you fight in Smash Bros, but I've never argued. Like you argue through the game, and if you lose, obviously you've lost, and like people kind of just. But Overcooked,
I've heard
though,
arguments on Smash Bros. Like, how do you pick that person? It's-
I've never.
The
had
only
that
argument
issue.
I've gotten in is items or no items.
Yeah, that's a big
And
one.
I really like. I understand people not liking items, and I know we were having this funny discussion, but it wasn't an argument. But I enjoy. Like to me, I'm not a competitive player. My brother and my
Yeah.
cousin are. I'm more of like this is chaos. So let's do 8 players, all items, fucking shit show.
I like to see people's
just
skills.
final smashes.
I want to see people's skills shine. So
I can appreciate that.
yeah, so
I don't have skill. So
Yeah. I noticed by you spamming Thunderbolt.
hey, I didn't win that one, but I did win the one I was linked. I was just like hitting the C smash. Other big ones. I was really like happy about Into the Breach winning, Messenger winning, Celeste winning. Like those, I'm glad those got some moments to shine.
Monster Hunter won one.
RPG.
RPG.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like saying like it's not an RPG. They're like, well, that's not really an RPG. The fuck? And I'm like,
They don't
I
know what the fuck
mean,
you're talking about.
you could. A lot of these like, there's games that are like, the categories are weird. It's like action adventure, action. Like, what really makes you the difference between the two?
Yeah.
It's like, is it like, really, honestly, what's the big difference? But I'm glad it got recognized, and it just the fact that it was in the game of the year, I was like, fuck yeah, that's cool.
I think ongoing game it was Fortnite, right?
Yeah, it was. Despite our heated debate of Destiny and Siege, Rainbow, yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
Unimpressed fan should have won. Best
I know.
moment.
It's fucking
We were,
upset.
we were robbed, dude.
I wrote down the things I thought would be premiered or shown. I thought there'd be a movie teaser, and especially with Avengers, I was like,
That would have been perfect, dude. They should have done
and
that.
they did it the next morning, like at 6 a.m. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
They're like, we're not ready.
Did you guys like where you hit rendering and like it's not ready for the Game Awards?
They called Jeff. Sorry, man, it's still rendering. I'm so sorry.
But their trolling was funny. They're like, there were 10 nominees, and they're like, no problem.
We thought it was too many, so and then his brother was like, sorry, as like they cut him off to play the awards.
I thought the Messenger would have something to share at the Game Awards, but they had something to share a day or two later. Monster Hunter World, I thought they'd do like Zinogre or Rajang or Kratos. They didn't, but they did say they have something coming in the next few days. Smash DLC. I had that as a prediction.
I predicted a character. I thought it was Gino. I was wrong, but we got something crazy.
That was a goddamn surprise.
You know what? Now that because they announced one person there, Joker from Persona 5, and then they said there's still 4 more characters to announce, and they're characters you know just something you wouldn't expect within Smash Bros. One Punch Man. Calling you
That
right
would
now,
be
dude.
crazy. I mean,
One Punch!
They should do it where you know how they do the cinematics for like Ridley and the guy from Castlevania. They should have it be Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon, Donkey Kong. They're all just doing their punches, and all of a sudden it's just like.
Dang, OP.
They're doing like
that would blow the fucking house.
They're
down.
doing that from the original Smash Bros. They have like the punching bag to send how far they can fly, and all of a sudden like just a punch comes out of nowhere and it just like beats the record.
That's a perfect way to do it.
And they're like, "What the hell?"
See the
Captain-
red glove?
And he has that face like, "I don't know what I just did."
That would be fucking awesome. Yeah.
The Mortal Kombat
That
teaser
was-
was good. That was good.
I will say the music caught me off guard. Because it was just like, oh shit. It's like,
Ever
what are you
10,
gonna
21,
be?
700. I'm going to hit it with a Draco.
At least it wasn't that other music.
Huh.
But I really, like, to me, if it was like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 for like that, how cool that trailer was, it would have been a perfect 10 out of 10 if it was just like, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Test your might.
dun.
They could have done that, like.
They would have fucking killed if they did that.
But what's cool is that how it progressively got like more gore because there's a part where they just
Goddamn.
start breaking everything.
The thing is, though, since they use that trick, if a creator comes up and he's announcing a fucking winner, I'm going to be like, damn, they're going to pull that trick again. So when I saw Ed Boon racing game, that's kind of weird.
And then when he comes back out, he's like,
That was weird.
And they hit it well when the Draco. And I'm going, well,
So the thing I think is they I don't know if it was like a reveal or something because they showed Scorpion getting his ass kicked and then old school Scorpion comes out. I think what's gonna happen is when you like do 2 rounds, you come back the second round as like a different skin
that'd be really cool.
versus like I thought it was like a new challenger. I was
So you
like,
would choose like Sub-Zero, and it would be like the newer version,
And
then
an old
when you
version or
die,
another
it's
version.
the old version. Yeah.
or like one of the many versions. The way they could like keep all the skins fresh and I don't know cosmetics. It's a way to keep it growing. They've been killing it with like the single player on like Injustice. I would love to see something of that caliber on this. And I've been hearing that's what's gonna happen.
Oh.
The 2 that I was like we didn't get. You brought up one. I brought up the one. Jeng, Harry Potter and Borderlands. But there's like 8 games that got announced and shown that looked like Borderlands.
The Outer
inspired.
oh, the Outer Worlds looks sick, dude.
There was a funny GIF. People were like, guys, don't make the same mistake again. And it was like Outer World. And it's like, don't pre-order it. Don't pre-order it. Nobody fucking pre-order. Like, just to be like people
Dang.
pre-ordering Fallout 76.
Yeah.
But I was very much behind what they were showing for Outer Worlds. It looked like what people wanted out of Fallout 76. Single player.
Yeah.
PUBG, too little, too late.
The way, okay, my view, I think this is where I'm differing from you, is I think PUBG is like Xbox. They're doing great, but compared to PlayStation, which is Fortnite in this comparison, they're like not gonna compete competitively. They're not gonna catch up. But like that, they did like a short film which was directed by the Kong guy, who's like trying to do the Metal Gear Solid movie. He's very big and active with a lot of game.
David or Brian.
I don't know his name. It's like John, like something Voight.
Yeah.
Something Voight. Him and Adi Shankar are like filmmakers and game fans, and he directed that PUBG one, and then they did the new map. And I'm like, it's got an audience, but yeah, it's not gonna beat Fortnite, but it's like, I don't know, it's around.
They just needed 21 Savage. Come on.
Mortal Kombat skins. What did you guys have as game of the year again? I wrote God of War. I forgot what you guys wrote.
I'm pretty sure I chose. I wanted God of War to win.
I picked Celeste, but
but
I
I
said
put-
Red Dead would win.
Okay.
Yeah, so I put that the dot was what I want to win. I put Monster Hunter,
Oh yeah, I remember
and
that.
then when I put will win is God of War.
What are you gonna read?
That was a surprise. I was like, oh. Because it looked like Red Dead was winning all the
I
awards.
know, and I think like that's why everyone held like you kind of see like everyone kind of held their breath. Yeah, it's like, and then they're like God of War.
I think, yeah, Red Dead was like, we could see them winning. God of War was the darling, like they could win. I think the biggest upsets would have been Monster Hunter or Celeste.
Oh, yeah.
I think those would have been like, what the fuck just happened? And then they're like a Steve Harvey moment. Oops, read the wrong winner. Let me see, what else was there? yeah.
That would suck because the people would be walking up and like, no, go back.
There's a couple indie games I just don't remember. There was two that stood out to me.
that
One
they
was a fire.
showcased?
One was a fire one.
Oh, Hades.
No.
No.
The fire one. It looked like Journey. I remember I was like,
Oh. Yeah.
campfire. I don't know. It's like
Wait,
weird.
the
one
last
where you-
campfire.
Where you're
Yeah,
shooting
it says
arrows?
yes.
The last
The last
campfire.
campfire.
Oh, I was thinking of the one that was like by Abzu, where it was like the arrows and the beasts.
That
No,
one
no.
looked cool too. Oh, actually, there was a couple of indie
Yeah.
games. That were,
I didn't realize. I kept thinking Hello Games was the guys that did SteamWorld Dig. They're the guys that did No Man's Sky, and they announced the game. I was like, what the fuck? This is pretty cool. They're moving on from the
Gradius
shadow of No Man's Sky, which I think consumed a lot of their last few years. But that game looked cool. They did before that. They did like Meet Joe Danger or something, which was just
Yeah.
like a build your own stunt level.
I remember for esports games, I thought for sure like League or Fortnite would have taken it. It was fucking Overwatch.
yeah, it was Overwatch. I remember.
It's true.
And I wanted Overwatch to win, but I thought Leagues of Legends would have won. Because Leagues has a huge esports backing. Because even their event thing won.
Let's see.
Man, Dragon Quest didn't take shit. For role playing game, that was
Sonic Fox. That was a cool moment.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I put that
Reggie's
he will win
reaction.
and that I want him to win.
Reggie.
It's fucking Joel McHale's reaction. That was pretty cool though. Like, just like that in this community, and just everything he is proud. Yeah, Dead Cells winning. I don't know. He had a really good speech. And
Into the Breach strategy.
that was cool.
Dude, indie games was stacked. That was like the hardest, like fucking.
That was to me the hardest.
I remember like you were like Celeste, and then as they're naming it, you're like, oh fuck, this is stacked. I don't know. That was funny.
Yeah. What did you think of our seats this year versus last year?
I would assume obviously it's like random, and it's like I would
No,
assume
you
it's
can
an,
pick.
it's an you can pick. Okay.
I remember I asked you guys, and you're like, "I'd like somewhere more towards the center, but I don't know." I was like, "I liked before, but I'm willing to try something new." If you
Well,
guys
I meant like towards the center on stage though.
I can't get your humor, man. I don't understand it.
No. They were good.
Did you prefer this year versus last year, or last year more?
Like the last year's.
Wait,
We were closer.
I like the angle. We were on this side.
I like the angle. I like the position. Like obviously closer would always be better. So
Yeah,
like that
closer-
same angle we had, but to the front would be fantastic. But
I like
that's
the angle
expensive.
more because I like seeing the Jeff Keighley stage a little bit better. I know we
Oh,
could
yeah.
see it, but like I like seeing it just like
Yeah, when the
And
king
you could be in the
prawn-
camera on you and not
when,
applause.
when the king of prawns came out, dude, I could see the real person.
Shelfie. He sounded just like that dog from Conan.
Oh yeah. What if it's the same
Triumph.
guy?
Maybe. Yeah, it was a good. It was a fun show.
Yeah, I liked it. I do wish like it would be cool if we were more well known, and so while we're there, people would be like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And then we just hang out with like some just huge
Meet and greet?
names.
Oh.
One guy did say that. He did. He did.
Who?
He was like, "Hey, Grosh,
Friend?
friend of
I
the
kind of
show?"
wish the show was on a Friday,
Yeah,
not like on a Thursday.
yeah. I was ready to go to I was like, I don't want to go to work Friday.
I can tell you, if it happened this year, I wouldn't have been able to make it. I had to stay for work after Friday,
Oh, okay.
which bled into Saturday.
Do you see
morning.
yourself wanting to go next year?
Yes.
Yeah,
Interest is there.
But
With
we
the
gotta be more
PlayStation
famous.
experience.
What did you say?
but we got to be more famous.
Let's get there. 100 episodes. Episode 69.
Another
part
100
two.
episodes.
Yeah. I just gotta watch Stranger Things. Oh yeah, the Stranger Things reveal.
Stranger Things.
As
3.
soon as that showed, I just looked at you guys.
Oh, the Duffer Brothers are here.
Who's watched Stranger Things season 2?
But Angel.
What if they released it because they knew 2 people from the Weekly OC didn't watch it? What if we're the reason?
What if the reason it didn't release that night was because they're like, not everyone's watched it? That was funny. That was a good
Made
moment.
it for a better night.
I honestly thought they were about to announce like Netflix on the Switch, because it would have been a big enough
Oh.
announcement to be cool, but like not like game breaking.
Hmm.
I did also think it was cool that Smash came out the same weekend as this. So like, the timeliness of the DLC announcement and just everything just ramped up.
I was hoping they'd be like, look under your seats, you all get codes for a free Smash Bros.
That would be crazy.
Is there anything you'd want to see next year that you didn't see this year?
The weekly DLC presenting an award.
For content.
Content creators should be not just streamers. It should be more broad.
Like YouTube.
Yeah,
I
YouTube podcasts.
Well, then
I don't know
would've
if
won,
it's
dude.
it's purely on nominations, but my thought is this year is really heavily promoted for this on Twitch. I think that might have had something to do with it.
Like Donkey.
If I had to pick two people that are non-streamers, I'd pick Dunkey, the completionist, as just like they bring something different to the table. Like I honestly, in my perspective, I don't know the difference. Like Lupo and Ninja, I know Lupo announces a lot of stuff, but the way they presented him in terms of like the highlight clip of him, it looked very similar. Like 3 of the people were Fortnite like clips, him, Ninja, and the other guy, and I was like,
And Pokemon.
I think they should have done something a little bit different. Well, she's a Fortniter.
She plays
primarily.
She plays quite a bit of Fortnite.
Oh, I thought she does like
She does
live streams.
She does different. She does do.
Okay.
Recently,
I
she
don't-
did a thing where she had someone paint her as Pepe the Frog.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Disguise tells, oh, what the?
Okay.
He's like,
I'd agree though. I'd want diversity in terms of content brought to the plate. Of like,
Literally the first 3.
Yeah.
Myth, Dr. Lupo, and Ninja are all Fortnite players.
Willie Rex was a Fortnite streamer too. Actually, they're all Fortnite streamers.
But yeah, they did show Pokemon. They did show other highlights, not just for
that
Fortnite.
was. See, I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I just everything else felt like the same. I was like, okay, of those 4, fucking Ninja. Then. I mean, why not?
And then because he, little by little, they would announce like, oh, the fan favorite right now to win this category is this person. And when Ninja came out, it was 49% of all votes went directly to Ninja. So half of the votes went directly to Ninja. The rest were split between the other guys. And I think you were like, really? I was like,
I liked last year's icon in the industry.
Oh yeah.
The woman that worked on the Atari games. This year's was. I mean, I appreciate what they
had
recognized.
a few different ones, right? Or
No,
was it
this
only-
year's the sports guy with the brother.
And 2K.
Yeah,
2K.
2K series. He's been working in the sports games since forever.
Because they had ones where like they were talking about like people that like from different countries who
That was a
was
different
like
thing.
a-
That was
a
like
community
contributors. Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Okay.
And one of the other ones I really appreciated was that one guy that was talking about accessibility in games. I
Oh,
thought that
yeah.
was really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that hit what I wanted from the other guy. The other guy was cool because I'm like, everyone thinks of like sports game has always been around for all gaming, and so to see that recognized was cool. I don't know. It's maybe not my cup of tea in terms of like the genre, but I appreciate that the amount of time. I know everyone else gets rushed for their speeches. I appreciate the amount of time they give the icon industry.
I think speaking about time, at least the videos they know how much time it's going to take, and
Yeah.
they cut it to that point, and then they try to allot obviously everyone to have enough time. So I think they were giving each person 1 minute of a speech after
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
won an award. Some people obviously went way over that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I feel like to take time up, this guy isn't really even. He's not taking a TV slot. Like he's not paying to be shown on TV. Like everything's being streamed. So I feel like he's a little more lenient on the time constraints. But if you had a TV slot, you're like, I need the show to finish within the TV slot and not continue on. So that's why they're not probably not pulling Oscar type stuff, trying to get people off because he can extend it, but he still wants to keep it within a certain amount of time.
Yeah, you start losing people's attention.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they won't stick around for the game
Yeah.
award or whatever else you say.
One thing that was missed was Sony, dude. They didn't really. I think they're saving their announcements or something for their stuff. They didn't really like. You didn't see anything about Death Stranding. You didn't see anything about Final Fantasy VII.
Wasn't there a VR game or?
Yeah, but
Yeah, it wasn't like a big one.
oh,
right?
yeah. Last of Us 2.
I expect that though. I expected that because they also just stopped. They were like, this year we're not doing the PlayStation Experience.
I think they're saving their
Yeah.
announcements for
The
something.
big ones.
For their 25-year anniversary. That's what I think.
Yeah, that could be it.
I could see that. There was enough games to showcase. Like with some of those though, I felt like they had some cool stuff. They had a cool like trailer, but I'm like, I don't get what's new. Like Dauntless.
Mm.
I didn't understand based on the video. Like his interview shared what maybe like, oh, we have updated content, but the video, I'm like, just show me another clip of Dauntless. Like I don't see what's new here.
I like
Like the PUBG one, I was like, okay, new map, new. Okay, I get that.
Bird didn't die.
And the footprint, I'm like, okay, you're explaining. Okay, but like, yeah, the Dauntless one, I was like,
with,
maybe
with,
the direction.
with Dauntless. I mean, I followed it since the beginning because the beta was available before Monster Hunter Worlds came out.
Yeah,
So it was like I still needed. I needed my fix. I needed something. So I paid. They had early access if you bought like any other tier. So I paid $20. I've got into the early access, and then they became like open access. Anyone like it's free to play, but it's still beta. And now it's. I think with this announcement, it's trying to say like it's going to become a full like it's a full featured.
that was not clear to me.
Yeah.
Based on the way what they showed, like
And
you
then
explaining it fine.
I think I had made the comment to you. I was like, it's weird following someone and then them saying like, oh, now it's coming out. It's like I've been playing this for a while now.
Yeah. But I feel like they could have much like if they're trying to feature new monsters or something, they should have like added something like new monsters, new weapons, new suit, like
Yeah.
something like a little bit more clear. But
it's true.
the couple of the trailers made me think of that. But it was cool that they showed like big games, small games, a lot of indie games.
Mhm.
That was fun. Any final thoughts on BGs?
They should allow us to bring alcohol inside the stand. I would have double fisted a drink.
There are parts though, like I know WWE has this issue where fans chant,
Yeah.
and then sometimes there's a moment they kind of want that wasn't in good taste. I'm always worried at this because they allow the public into this. Someone's just gonna yell something at an inappropriate time, like while someone's like giving like a heartwarming speech or something. Someone's like,
Well,
like if like let's say
Sonic Fox.
no, let's say Sony never greenlit the Fortnite crossplay.
Oh.
And they're up there, and it's like quiet. Everyone's playing. What if someone was like drinking, or just generally they're just like,
Well-
"Fucking bring Fortnite to Switch,"
Some-
and then like that gets flagged. But it kind of kills it.
Yeah.
something happened in the PlayStation experience. Remember, Sean? And he's like, "Well, if you don't like it, you can leave." He went.
But that's like he was good. There was a lot of these people that are like nervous and they're having a hard time, presenting stuff already. Like I'm always worried about that with some of these events where it's more open to the public. But it seems like everyone's still in that. It's got a good vibe. Everyone's very respectful.
Or if someone pulled a Kanye West, no, Ninja, you may have won best content
Dr.
creator,
Disrespect comes up.
but no, the weekly DLC.
Yeah.
I think Jeff's doing a fantastic job, dude. He went from like, this was a personal project, something he just wanted to do. I don't think he ever imagined like, it's starting to become like what would people would consider like an Oscars.
Dude,
like, this is
tickets are
huge.
way cheaper. They're like half the price, and now they're like double the
Yeah,
price.
it was
They used to be like
$70.
30. It used to be $30 for tickets.
Yeah.
So he's doing.
He's got people to pay now, he's doing a fantastic job. Like, dude, like people that were attending, like there were people that I don't feel like needed to attend, but they were there because they probably feel like this is a prestigious event now. Like,
Yeah,
this
it's a
is something
celebration.
Yeah,
I love that message, and they kept hammering it home. Everyone I felt like was on the same page, like the creators, the
a
developers.
lot of Canadians too.
Yep.
The amount of times they shouted that out. It was, I don't know, just like hearing everyone just being like, this is a celebration of everything. Like no matter whether you're one platform or another platform, whether you're big or small, whether you're a content creator, you're you're an esports player, we're all here to like, we love games.
Yeah.
Like and Ninja said that too on his thing. He's like, fucking, this is just from playing games. Like that's why we're here. That's pretty cool. And that message to me was loud and clear. And seeing just all the people. So that was fun. One last thing I'll say is it was a noticeable absence of some of Jeff Keighley's best buddies. Del Toro,
Kojima.
maybe that's next year's like,
They're all associated with one game.
but they're all his best friend. Like, I
They
want
have a bromance.
Okay, I want to see one of two things next year. I want to see like skits where like well-made skits, or they're on stage like they're
I don't
just-
want to wait.
Yeah, it's just like a romantic comedy. It's like da-da-da-da-da-da.
One of them pushing each other on the swing or something.
Yeah, and like he's like with him, but he's like, I love you.
But you can make the sketch with the Snapchat filter. Ding, the hearts.
Or they just get on stage together, and it's like, holy shit, they're all on stage, sort of moment. Like that'd be cool too. So
It'd be funny if they all came out on stage, like, and we would like to show the winners
NBA
for-
2K19.
They trick you. You're like,
Like,
no
the
fucking
fuck?
Death
All of a
Stranding.
sudden,
I can guarantee you this thing though. In the future, they will Konami, Metal Gear Solid, they will never announce it at the Game Awards. I doubt it. They were gonna get booed hardcore, dude.
I could see them doing Castlevania though.
Yeah, but not Metal Gear. Anything Metal Gear, Konami.
Is Konami still gonna be making games?
Yeah.
I feel like they're out of like first
IPs.
They have.
like no like they're not going to create their own games. Like they're going to get third party like developers to create their games now. Like if they still want to continue Castlevania, if they want to still continue Metal Gear, they're going to get someone else to make it. Because I don't know, just the way they pulled that fucking stunt, dude. Like I don't even know what it's about. Like is there just a grudge?
That's the biggest
You know,
secret.
like
Yeah.
in the
they're
game
like,
industry.
you did us wrong. We're gonna fucking. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
But people were talking about money and like they made a shit ton off of the pachinko machines or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it just makes sense if they stick with gambling. So
Let's move on to another games showcase. There was the Kind of Funny Games showcase.
which I haven't watched.
You haven't watched.
I
You
s-
should watch.
I stole swag. I stole 50 viewers from Greg Miller.
Well, the thing is, he actively was like we want people to share their reactions or showcase. So I think anytime he saw someone tweeting like check out our reactions live streaming it, he was retweeting them. He was sharing.
Dang, you didn't retweet mine. What the?
Did you share before?
Yeah.
Like before?
But did you put hashtag?
I
kinda
didn't.
funny?
I didn't.
That's the problem.
No,
How
I
is he
did.
gonna
I
find
did.
it?
I did.
Yep.
I didn't hashtag Greg Miller though.
That's the
I didn't
problem.
add him. Don't at me, bro.
You gotta add all of them, dude.
Yeah, slide in the DM.
Don't at me.
But yeah, they because of the absence, I remember watching it. They were like, "Oh, there's no PSX this year. Why don't we do something?" It's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna post a tweet," and then
And-
it got so many responses.
What was the number?
69, episode 69. Part
comes
deuce.
back.
But yeah, then it just slowly like watching it becoming more and more real. He's like, "I'm actually gonna do this. We're gonna fucking do this. Holy shit, they're doing this." They're like, "Holy shit, we got big people attached to this."
Well,
And
here's my thing. So we saw it. It wasn't live. Would you have preferred it as a live show or
I like what
pre-recorded?
they did. I feel like it allows them because looking at everything that happened this past week, some of them attended the Game Awards, some of them were reacting to the Game Awards. I don't know if you guys saw. They had. Are you guys familiar with the crew of Kind of Funny?
A little bit.
So Tim Geddes
Oh, yeah.
and Andy
I know.
Cortez were sitting watching live and reacting. And they had beers next to the laptops. They're like watching, and then the Smash thing happened. And then Tim Geddes gets up, spins and throws his hat at the table. It knocks the beer into Andy's Razer laptop.
Oh.
And he's like, "Oh my god!" And he's like, "I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god!" And he's trying to keep watching the Joker reveal. And then Andy's like flipping his laptop. The laptop's dead.
Oh.
But like, it was just Andy was laughing. He's like,
It's okay,
they did
dude.
a Thanos meme. Someone in the Kind of Funny server was like, "I want Persona 5 in Smash," and then Thanos was like, "What did it cost? My laptop."
It's okay, dude. Forbes 30 under 30.
Yeah. So it was just like one of the moments, and that was cool. And then there was Smash coming out. They were doing a bunch of stuff with that. So I think for them, not having ever done this before, it was good that they did a pre-recorded
I think a pre-recorded is always smart. Like
Nintendo
you,
Direct.
you can you can promote like live events, but dude, it's so sketchy that you could have just a shit show of things. You know, like audio's not
DDoS.
working, video's not working. Yeah, like
That's what happened to a lot of the. Speaking of DDoS, Destiny, the world's first race. 3 of the biggest streamers, King Athalion and a few others, Slayer Edge, who always gets like tries to do solo runs. They got DDoS to the point where they couldn't even compete in the race for world's first. They beat it, but
for this one specifically.
for this one specifically.
wow.
So I was like, seeing like Twitch is their connection issues, like you're saying, yeah, so much could go wrong. I think that was a good step, and it allowed them ability to be like, we need to fine tune this, or we need to cut this. Like, there's no running over time for them.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, and then you can do like really good sketches because like it's all scripted, and if you do something wrong, re-record it. You know, like get it right.
Yeah.
And it works out so well. You
And
can
the production
get the
value you
timing
can
right.
put.
Yeah, and it feels like an A+ production when you just handle it and get the right edits and do everything right.
how'd you feel about the presentation?
I love the food recommendations. Now I have,
felt like,
I have a list.
You got a list. Huh?
I don't know if they got sponsored or anything, but I felt like they were like really showcasing a lot of locations in downtown that they've actively like always been fans of. They're like they love Wings.
Tim Getty Starbucks that he always goes to. Like.
They had like the bridge, the like Drake's one of his music videos. They had the comic shop that they're like right above their studio. So it was like it's a cool like we're a community. Like that was a cool way of like highlighting a lot of that. So yeah, they going into what they shared. What you like? You saw the games they shared, right?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think?
A couple good surprises. Some of them were just like but like there was a couple good like it was so before going into it they said they had 6 big announcements. So I assumed 6 like big AAA titles, but it was actually less than that. But I mean, it was cool. It was like E3 indie showcase, and that's what I liked. I mean, because I feel like a lot of indie games don't get a lot of like representation. So I was like,
it reminded me of a mix of PSX 2 years ago. Remember they did like Last of Us and they did Uncharted, the
Lost
Legacies. But then there was a bunch of PS Vita games and indie games in between. This one felt like it had a lot of those indie games that were like we want on a Switch or on a PAX. But then they had like they had Conan the Barbarian, which like that's a big IP, and this is the first time people are hearing about it here.
Did you feel weird about the Rocket League clones? There was just like a lot of
it's like how Battle Royale. Like there was a Housemarque game. They do a lot of shmups and really cool games, and they did a Battle Royale for them.
There was a shmup and it's PvP.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so fucking smart, dude.
Well, it's like you're racing, but at the same time you can like fuck with the other guy.
you can start shooting at the other screen. I was like, that's
like,
pretty cool.
I'm gonna shoot clouds so you can't see what the fuck he's doing. It was a pretty cool.
That was cool.
They did a lot of stuff coming out next year, but then they were like, what's coming out today? They did some DLC. Messenger got DLC.
That was cool. That was announced first.
And it's really enjoyable for people like underwater stuff.
Yeah, because what started was like it's like a beach. It's like very tropical, and you see him like surfing with the skull, the kid guy.
Oh, okay.
And they're like on this thing. It's like dun, 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 and the music was there. I was like, water, man, the water.
Hotline Harambe.
Yeah, there's a game called Apes Out. It's from Devolver, one of the studios working with Devolver. It's like sort of like a top down, and it's like all silhouettes. And you're just running through, escaping through floors, like floor 1, floor 2. And it gets bloody, like Hotline Miami. Like, you're this ape, you're just throwing people blood. And you can hold a guard, so like a guy pointing a red dot at you, toss it at them while you're going for it. It looked fucking cool, but yeah, some people were like, it's Hotline Harambe, bro. Telltale. Or not. The people 40 of the developers that worked on Telltale on the last season of Walking Dead, had created a new studio, and they've been working with Skybound, who I think had the game rights to Walking Dead in some respect. I don't know. But they're like, we're going to get this last... People were like feeling bad about getting the last episode done, but not being the original Telltale creators. And this was, I think, a great answer to that. And it was the last thing they ended on for the Kind of Funny showcase, which I thought was great, because it's just like... They're such big fans of it. They've presented in a lot of Walking Dead material in the past.
They announced Yakuza. I don't know if that's a DLC or if that's a new game.
So it's an original. It's separate from Yakuza, but it's the creators of Yakuza.
Oh.
And it's like a whole new game. I was like, all I could think of was Roberto.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looked cool, and they're like, it's gonna come out with English dubbing immediately, and I don't know if that's a big like it's gonna come out on both, not just Japan and then America. Some Windjammers. There's a Windjammers knockoff, like Log Jammers, which is funny. They had a bunch of other like games you would see at PAX, which were really cool. There's this game it's like Overcooked, but with furniture. Like you either go yourself or you work with people to get furniture from place to place.
Oh, okay.
So what's cool is they had announcement dates for a lot of these games.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh yeah, that was fucking weird.
Like all of a sudden, guts Freddie Prinze Jr. is presenting Toe Jam.
Cisco was in the fucking intro. I was like, "Oh, this is weird." And shirtless, Arachnid Man, Guacamelee 2.
It was good.
I hope they do more. Like it was cool.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, because it's indie games needs more representation, and like. To me, indie games is like this. Like I don't know, like
you only hear about it through word of mouth.
Yeah,
and this was a great like showcase of it.
But the thing that these game companies that are announcing these indie games, like Steam, I'm like, dude, they're not announcing it for Switch. I was telling chat, I was like, dude, they're dropping the ball. They got to put out the Switch.
They one of the things I saw Jason Schreier, he was responding to one of it was Danganronpa is announcing a collection for PS4 of all of the Danganronpa games, and then he's like, he was tweeting at Greg why he isn't doing, because he's like you have control over this, of like why didn't you get this on Switch? There was a few other games that reminded me of like Journey or Inside. Like it makes you think of these bigger games you've played that you know, but it's like reminiscent of. And they announced some like physical copies of games. Like Celeste is getting a physical copy.
By limited run games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Limited run in January. There was a few others that are getting like a physical release. I forget what they were. It's just cool. Like overall, I was like you were saying about Jeff. I feel like this is another big like cool movement towards games from gamers, from people that talk about games as living. And I'm like,
when I was watching it, they were at 20K views. I wish more people were watching it. I don't know if because of marketing.
that's directly on their page, right? On the Kind of Funny page,
on Twitch.
Twitch's page.
Yeah.
Well, wait, Kind of Funny's Twitch page.
Yeah.
So they were also being presented by like several other ones. Like
Okay.
I think Twitch's like HQ was presenting it as well.
Okay.
And I think they've been a big. The Kind of Funny has been like we're one of the first like big gaming podcasters.
Mm-hmm.
Then they were like one of the first people that were like really showcasing what Patreon can do for entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And they've always been like one of the big people within Patreon to be like, you can do a lot with Patreon. Even if you don't have the highest views on your YouTube, if you have the good enough community, you can get support. And I think what they did here with Twitch, like I know Twitch has been around or whatever, but like what they were doing like is similar to what Jeff Keighley with the Game Awards was doing, which is like what we can do with the platform, what we can do streaming, and then they're like what we can do with our showcase and our community and streaming, and just I don't know, it was really cool.
I don't know the legality of this. I wish they showcase stuff from the Game Awards, like Mortal Kombat. I don't know if they can or cannot.
So I think what they did was they wanted, at least I listened to them talk on their podcast. They were like, the whole process of it has been so draining. Like he's like, I've never worked this hard in my life.
I mean, dude,
And he's
if you
like-
really think about it, the time they announced it till now, that's not a lot of time to make something like that. I could only imagine like
And
the
having-
contracts.
The
like,
logistics.
Logistics is like, do you have something to share? Is it like new? Because if you don't have anything new to share, people are like, we want to be on this, but we don't have anything new. They're like, they have to say no. Like they were like, we have to be hard on this, and they had Sega involved. They had fucking big game studios involved. Anthem they're like, okay, we can give you like what they said.
that was weird.
It was weird, but it was a separate video. They ended up releasing like a video where it was like, hey, that trailer that came out of VGAs, we're gonna break it down, and you can do a separate video on that. But they highlighted it in this thing. Yeah, it was interesting. It's definitely like a first time, but for their first time, I thought like A+. Like you guys succeeded in showcasing things that normally don't get the spotlight. That was cool. I was happy with that. I don't have much else to add to that besides just like props to the people that are Kind of Funny. I don't know. It's just always like I think of like what they've done as like breaking ground. I'm like, oh, it's always cool. Like just seeing like them creating communities, them creating like making moments like that happen. Like I don't know. It's a community we enjoy. That we enjoy the games, we enjoy the people, we all this stuff, and seeing two big people that like have been in that community, Jeff Keighley and Greg Miller, and the Kind of Funny people, and then giving back to it in a cool way like this. It's like that's awesome. Yeah, do you have any final?
I just wish I could have watched it live.
Me too.
You can rewatch it.
It is available to watch. Just if you want to see like what the gameplay actually looks like. Some of the games spoke to me, but I don't know if all the games will speak to you.
Gotcha.
But they were cool. Like there were tactics style games.
Oh yeah, there was.
Yeah, there was some like games I've never heard of. There was this really artistic game that I was like, wow, that game looks beautiful. Like I don't know, it's just so cool. Yeah.
There's one for the PS4 coming out in January. I was like, they look like Ico.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, is this Ico? Like,
There was like one that looked like that, the one we played, the Bloody Samurai Jack one.
Oh, yeah.
But it was more of like just eerie nature. Like it was a werewolf. You remember that one?
Mhm.
Yeah, that one was interesting. This is cool art direction. It's like literally everything that I wanted highlighted at a PAX.
Mhm.
They showcased here.
Nice.
So it's cool.
They were missing one thing. 21 said, every time, don't put my panko. Hey, man.
Cool, Greg. Get on it. No, that was cool. Last thing I kind of want to touch on is just early impressions of Smash.
You guys keep talking. I'm just gonna sneeze.
No,
over
we're just
here.
gonna look at you.
You gotta look at bright light. It makes you
I
sneeze.
No, I wanted to come out. It won't come out.
No, you have to look at a bright light.
No, I want to come out.
It'll come out if you look at a bright light. Every time, don't
Wow,
hold
that lasts a
on.
long
Yanni,
time.
Yanni, Yanni.
I mean, literally the only time I played it was
I know.
when we went to go eat pizza just now.
Quick take.
The controls seem tighter, and it seems a little bit more fast paced than the last game.
I
The
took
controls-
off. I haven't taken off the jump button. I
Oh,
usually do that.
yeah.
Because it messes you up.
Well, I know. So you enjoy pressing up to jump. I'm not saying that's weird. I do that.
No. That's what I need to take that off. Like I don't want to hit up and jump. I want it to be. a
Oh,
button.
you want it to be a button?
Yeah,
Okay,
because if I rotate up or if I hit
Yeah,
up to
yeah,
try to
yeah.
do something, it's gonna mess it
I
up.
feel like I need to transition myself to play that way because
Yeah.
I always screw myself over with that. Especially with like players like Pikachu and Kirby, where like there's so many jumps you can do.
But as a casual player, you don't have to worry about
I
it.
know, but, like I'm aspiring.
Watch, he goes to Evo champion.
It's all because I put jumping with the up button.
You know what's funny? Sonic Fox has said Smash is a harder game than Street Fighter, Dragon Ball Z, like the 2D fighters. He said it's so much harder to play.
What's funny is
Master.
I have a few friends that are like Smash isn't a real fighting game to them, and I've never heard that thought before. So I was like, I wonder what like would make you like.
If they fought
I'm
it
trying
pro.
to. Well, no, not that. I very much feel like it's a fighting, but like trying to see what the perspective is. Like I look at a game like I see it now, but I originally was like Marvel vs. Capcom, just fucking like you're just spamming, mashing, shit happens. Like, but learning the skill involved, and I'm like, there is fighting, there's like a strategy involved in that. It's much just faster paced, and just there's a lot going on the screen.
Yeah.
I feel like in a different way, but the same thing is happening here, where there's just so much happening. But if you really break it down, there is a there is a technical level, and it's interesting.
With Smash, it's like there's the basics of the punch, using your special moves, stuff like that. But then there's like small things of like hanging on the ledge. Like that's a tactic. Like that's something you do. Like
The
it's
wave
not-
dashing?
Yeah,
Wave
there's
dashing.
wave dashing. There's like the block and roll. Like there's just different things. Like it's insane. You set things up, and
Yeah.
it's just not as
People
simple
combo
as,
stuff into combos.
Yeah,
It's crazy. So, are you guys playing at that level, or
No.
I
ever?
Casual.
would like to,
Yeah.
but like I don't.
Well, I know in the past you've talked about like Injustice, Dragon Ball Z. You and like Roberto and a few other
Yeah,
friends.
like,
you'll
and
just-
we get into it where we'll look at combos, we'll like juggle each other essentially.
do that
like,
with
in
Smash?
The combos. I've not done that with Smash because
Okay.
with Smash there isn't really a combo list you do. I've only ever played it what I would consider casually, but it's still like while I'm playing casually, I'm still a little
intense.
competitive. Yeah, I'm still intense
Okay.
with it.
no items, final listing.
yeah,
like you
exactly.
play like the same settings that a pro would
Exactly,
play.
exactly.
I see. Yeah.
But with Injustice, I think it's a little easier to see yourself as a competitive player if you do decide to, because you're memorizing combos. You're
Yeah,
memorizing.
there's-
This is just like technique. Like there isn't really
Reaction time.
reaction time. Like what you do. Like when to block, when to grab,
Sure.
when to do certain things.
There are combos.
Yeah.
Right,
They're
right.
just, like,
But there
crazy
there
combos.
isn't combos. It's not something I could hit start, go to combo
Right.
list, and
Oh,
just
yeah,
see it.
yeah.
Like you have to just
It's-
learn like
you learn
how to
from a
juggle,
player
how to do
developing
this.
a combo.
Exactly. While in Injustice, it straight up has those combos, and even within those combos, you can create new ones by
Variation.
like stopping one,
Combo breaking.
continuing another one. Exactly. But yeah, this one doesn't have a list like that. But I just think it's still really fluidly good. I wish I would have gotten the Pro controller before I picked it up.
You
But
don't have a Pro controller?
I don't have Pro controller, but I'll get one.
I wish you didn't have to unlock the characters. I mean, maybe I don't know. I wish you could just have all the characters. They make you work for it, which is smart because
That's all it was.
prolongs. Wow, damn.
always
There's just a lot
The
of characters.
Wii U at least.
Because I
don't
remember
think the
like
older
I
ones.
tried to do this at
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Maybe not with Melee, but I remember Brawl and I remember Original. Because Original, it was like you could either play a lot of rounds, or if you did all the challenges, you could unlock this character. If you did 3 stock on hard or normal and you beat it without losing a life, you could get Ness. Like,
Oh, that's right. I
You're
remember
right. You're right.
and
But
I
it's
remember
not,
if we went to someone else's house and you did bring your memory card, you're like, fuck, we
It's
don't
not-
have Marth, or we don't have this. Or
but I think there's just so many characters. It's just so tedious.
there should microtransactions.
She.
No.
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 I'm glad what they
No.
did.
I like the battle pass in the sense that like you're just gonna get a character if you want it like later. So that seems like a good way to keep it tempered.
What I like is it's not because you can essentially you can create your own character. You can do the me
The me
character,
fighter.
and you can add any moves. I'm assuming characters you have unlocked to that.
I think you can. It's like how they do their mirror fighters. You can make your person very based on like a type.
Exactly. But the thing is,
If you're like a gunner, you're very much based on like a Mega Man or a
yeah.
Samus.
But what's cool is like these DLC characters are not. They're not like duplicates of other characters just with a different skin. Like they are their own characters with special moves and stuff
There's
like
so many.
that. Yeah.
It's fucking nuts. Have you guys? So I know you haven't, but have you done any of the World of Light?
I have.
single player?
I was doing that at first, and I was like, dude, this is taking forever.
It's long.
I was like,
What I watched a few videos and they said like playing straight through it, which I don't think many people will do, but it took them 30 hours.
Wait, is that just like you travel on a map and fight characters, or
It's unlocking all the spirits,
okay?
which is not something you will use when you play against other people.
but you can unlock characters as well. Like you'll come across these character icons, and
Yeah, that's another way to unlock characters.
it takes
right?
forever.
But like, that's like a story campaign. It's where that cinematic came in.
Oh, gotcha.
Where
gotcha.
all the people got lost. Like, this is you saving them. But they were like, what I love is, I know it's overwhelming and I know it's gonna wear on me. But like, if I think it's for
Pace.
those that want it, it's there. For those that don't, they could easily just play regular Smash. But they make it so each spirit that you're unlocking is like a historical like memory of this game that's been in Nintendo's catalog
Oh.
and how they translate it to a fight. So like one that I heard about was how you unlock Ness. Or no, it's the spirit of Ness's dad. You never in Earthbound, you never meet his dad. It's always a phone call. So what they do is you fight against Ness, and Metal Gear Solid is invisible, and he fights too, and that's supposed to be the dad.
Oh,
That's
shit.
I'm like, that's pretty fucking clever. Or like another one is Eevee. The way you fight that is it's 3 Yoshis. One has a fire flower.
Nice.
One has like electric thing, and the other one has water like sort of
Yeah.
kind of thing. I like Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. I was like, that's fucking cool. So
Any characters you're gonna main?
I really want to try like 2 of the new ones that are like I've never been in the game. Is the Inferior, the
Incinerator,
what?
isn't
Oh,
it?
that's a Pokemon.
Yeah, the fire wrestling Pokemon.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is. I don't
Is it
know.
Incinerator?
It's something like that.
Incineroar.
Incineroar.
It's a roar. Yeah.
So there's a Smash Bro a Smash player that I really
bro.
like. A bro. I think his name is pronounced Nairo. He's fairly young and he's like a really good player. He was using that character. He was obliterating people, dude. And there's a move he grabs people.
I've seen it.
A rope appears. He throws it at
Turnbuckle.
them, and then he does that. He was wrecking people. It was so insane. He was just messing with them. There's one where like he kept throwing off the ledge, and the guy had 1 stock left, and he has 2. So he like jumps off, and then like hits him last minute, and he's like, "Got him!" And like,
Yeah. I
It's like-
want to try that so bad. I
Oh my
really
God.
want to try Ridley.
Yeah.
That
Ridley's
looks fun.
cool.
Yeah.
He has this move. I think it's forward B. He runs up to you, grabs you. I think I got it
You-
on
you
a couple.
got me good with
and he
that
just
one.
like throws people.
It's like a
off.
face on the
Yeah.
ground. Just,
oh, that's cool.
I heard someone telling me, and I saw a clip of this. Bowser is a lot leaner in this one. He's not as
Ooh.
slow and fat, and he does this drop kick, and I'm like, the image of Bowser drop kicking someone is hitting the same note as this Inferior, where it's just like a wrestling vibe.
Yeah.
I'm like, I might get into that. I heard the guy from Castlevania is really good for new guys.
Is he the one with the rope?
The whip and the
Dude.
axe.
Okay,
He just
Nairo
toss
was
axes.
using that too.
I lost to both of the brothers, or not brothers, but the fucking Belmonts, because you had to beat them to get the character.
Oh.
They're fucking good, dude.
Yeah?
They're fucking.
Are you playing on
his
normal?
axe is a smash, I think, because that would just hit me.
Yeah, it hits
goes,
hard. Yeah.
I think
That's what
it's a smash. I think it's a forward B. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be like a hard
Oh,
smash.
or up B. Fucking A.
That's
dude.
I've never seen a long range smash like that though.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
So I like that there's a wide variety. Like it's everything in the old. There's still new. The single player, like I said, it's like going through the history books of the game.
Shovel Knight assist trophy. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? They
Gino?
put. I see. I haven't seen Gino. I didn't. That's news to me.
Monster Hunter. I can't wait to fight with all those.
I saw
Raytheon.
it.
Raytheon.
Raytheon. Yeah. Someone was saying that to do. There's a Snorlax assist trophy, and what it is it's a King K rule. He's super heavy. He doesn't move, and you have like 2 minutes to knock him off the stage.
Oh my god.
And like his HP just gets higher, and you just fucking just like knock him off. It's pretty clever.
There's a streamer that I really like called Admiral Baru. He was doing one where I think it's the Ness one, but he wasn't fighting.
Might have been a different Ness.
It was Ness and
Isaac.
I think no, it was like I think a villager, but everyone has HP. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not. It's,
yeah.
So
I've
it's
done a few of
backwards.
those.
Yeah, and the villager has like a flower power or whatever. So it's just like constant fire, and so he gets stuck in it, and then like Ness just kills him, and he kept dying, and he's like, I can't do shit, and he gets so pissed.
The thing though that I'm worried of playing too much of that mode is, from what I've been reading and watching, is you can put all these buffs on yourself. You can make it so like my jumps are faster, items gravitate towards me, and all these other things and you can level them up, and it spoils them. They're like, I became a worse regular Smash player because I've been playing so much of the single player that I'm just OP.
What if you just don't add any of those buffs?
You can. It's
Yeah,
hard.
you
It's
can,
hard
yeah.
though.
But like you can just like
Dude, some of the levels have like smud. And you just like, you need the anti-mud shoes. Tell me, oh, say, come on, pay.
I'm just gonna stream and no items, dude. Ever.
Play by yourself. No one joins the lobby. But
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm curious, like, what this is gonna do to this year's like competitive scene, because I'm so
Ooh.
used to like seeing the old guard of like melee players, Armada, some Mango, Hungry Box, a bunch of these other people. I want to see Smash be like at the forefront of Evo and some of these other competitive stuff.
Oh, it will be now.
Like it's fun watching pro Smash.
When it came out Friday, I was at work watching the streams. #1 on Twitch.
Yeah.
123,000 total viewers.
100,000 being Ninja.
I
I'm
don't
just
think
kidding.
Ninja was playing. it.
That
But yeah,
one
there
guy
was-
was one of the top guys. The ginger.
Oh, Maximilian.
Yeah, Maximilian. Him and like 3 of his friends were just like playing.
probably had 80,000 himself.
Yeah. So I'm enjoying it.
Are you guys going to use the character exploit? No.
Just playing naturally. He's doing it right now.
You just don't know. That's why it's upside down. I don't,
Yeah.
want, you to see, I don't want you to see me cheating.
Yeah. Characters. They've announced Piranha Plant. They've
Yes.
announced Joker from Persona 5. We got 4 more for sure ones. Who do you want? Who do you think?
One punch. Done.
That's a good one.
They're not going to pick Gino, so I'm going to say Mallow. That's a slap in the
that's
face.
That's fucking like, fuck you,
Yeah.
everybody.
Mallow.
I'm going to say
Who can they
Arms.
add?
I know he's an assist trophy, but some character from Arms. Like, there's like the champion who's like, he's a boss in it, or maybe the girl.
They've already teamed up like Street Fighter wise. We've got Ryu and Ken.
Mhm.
What if like they bring other fighters? So,
Dragon
like,
Ball Z.
They could bring like a Dragon Ball Z
Goku.
fighter, or they can bring like I'm thinking of more of like classic like fighter games. So like Soul Calibur is more of a classic fighter game.
Nightmare?
Virtual Fighter.
Ivy. They should bring no Voldo.
Something like
I
that.
would say if they bring in one that's like, this would be weird, but I could see them doing it. That guy from King of Fighters with the cat. and
Oh,
the
okay.
Ponytail.
Terry Bogard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Terry.
yeah, with the jeans and yeah.
What about like Samurai Showdown? The samurai
Oh.
guy from that.
I still think they're going to bring Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes. I still think
That'd be a good one.
it's going to.
The other one that I think you, Brenchen, and I brought up is the Solaire guy from Dark Souls.
Yeah.
But they already have the fucking amiibo, so
Yeah.
just do it.
Shovel Knight would have
There's
been.
a Celeste Spirit, by the way. I faced that one. I was about to say some of these indie games, like if they brought in Celeste or someone else.
Into the breach tank.
As a map, maybe. I don't know.
Another plant.
Trying to think of who else they could bring. Banjo-Kazooie? That'd be huge. Who's on your wish list?
God of War.
Kratos and Boy?
Dang, that's
Kratos and Boy.
Like his only long range is when he has to
He
release
plays as the
boy.
Pokemon trainer. He just summons the boy and Boy does shit. Okay. Who are characters who you're like, that won't be in this, but you'd want in it? I'll give one like Master Chief. That's not going to be in it.
yeah.
They're not gonna be
Well, because it's a cheat character, dude. Just fucking long range all the time.
What? That's Metal Gear, dude. Snake. Like I could see him. His final smash is the Master Sword, or not the Master Sword, the Covenant Sword. He just runs and just
Yeah.
strike.
I forgot the name of the blade.
I don't know if it'll never happen. The Monster Hunter. I mean, he's
That
in
would be
Street
a good
Fighter,
one.
but I don't think it's gonna
The
happen.
generic dude or the generic girl.
I could see that happening.
Especially with Monster Hunter movie coming out, dude.
Generations Ultimate.
Dude, what if that? Oh my
It's
god!
a double
No.
announcement?
What if the announcement tomorrow is a trailer
That's crazy. For?
for the movie?
Oh.
What if it's for
Monster
the
Hunter?
movie?
Could be.
I would lose my shit. Avengers would be like, Psh, "We got you. We got you."
I don't think the trailer would be that good though.
I think the trailer would hype me up more than the movie will
I
actually
think
be
because
good.
we know Monster Hunter, but like people that don't know Monster Hunter, like they see the trailer, be like whatever. Marvel's way better because they have already seen 6 fucking movies from Marvel already.
It's fine. This is for the fans. I think they're gonna cater towards the fans.
Resident Evil, Leon.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Spyro. They can like
I think they would do Crash instead of Spyro.
F that dude.
He was at the VGAs, dude.
You already got like Mario has his flower power. You've already got fire there. You've got the flower power fire, so they could just copy that same fire into Spyro's blast, and that's it. Easy, done. Copy paste.
What? Oh, he's on 4 legs, dude. He'd be a spirit. He wouldn't be a character.
What about other characters within games that of people that have already in the game, like a Mario character? So like
They've done enough. Mario.
like Toad,
Captain Toad.
Cat and Toad.
I don't know what he'd do, but Captain Toad.
He'd
They
probably
have
do
a
underground shit.
Course Kid spirit. I thought that was gonna be the leaked characters.
Fucking out of left field. That one game, Codename Steam, on the DS.
What
Abe
were
Lincoln
they?
guy?
Yeah. What about the Steam World dig? That dude.
They wouldn't do that.
All sad. Why?
Hollow Knight.
Oh,
That would be a
that
surprise.
should be.
That would be a surprise.
FU would be not even using the main guy.
Using Nail,
yeah.
Shit.
the wasp one.
Using or using Hollow. Oh, yeah, that one. Nail, the chick. Isn't
Yeah.
it the chick? Yeah.
Dead Cells. It probably won't happen.
That'd be fucking weird. I could see them doing something like that. I don't know how.
Turrets. and-
Yeah, that'd be some good ones.
The guy from Dead Space.
Isaac. Oh shit.
PlayStation All Star. He was in PlayStation All Stars.
Nathan Drake.
Rest in peace. that game.
No. Oh my god. This would blow the house down.
PlayStation All Stars
and-
versus.
People would lose their shit, I think, if they reveal it in as a surprising way. Like this would be an E3 moment for sure. You're seeing a Fortnite clip, and then all of a sudden it turns into a Smash. Like all of a sudden Mario pops in.
The way these other ones were fucking doing it, like how they were transitioning to different levels and different people.
But it's like the generic Fortnite person.
Pick
and you
them.
could do like guy
Oh,
and
the
girl.
default.
Yeah, the default
Yeah.
guy or girl. Perfect. And then
And he could taunt the dance.
they could time it. If they really want to make it cool, like if Fortnite, which I'm sure they would, they could do like an event, much like the Thanos one and all these other ones they've done, where it's like Nintendo-y
Yeah.
style.
Mm.
That
That'd be
would
cool.
fucking kill.
It would.
His like Smash would be the pickaxe. He would mainly have like
Rocket launcher.
I feel like that would be like a super smash, like
His-
when you
the
grab the
upbeat
thing.
is just like a quick build.
Oh yeah, that'd actually really cool. It'd be a fucking 90.
And they would have like a B smash or forward where it's like a block, and it would be like a quick wall, and
Oh yeah.
that could either protect you or hurt them.
The backwards thing could be like you all of a sudden get a golf cart and you like drift backwards, like that'd be the back, and then like if you tail whip them, like they fucking go flying. Damn, we got that. We should be game designers.
Fortnite. I 100% believe that money. They're gonna make money with that.
The up smash is really cool though. If it was like a quick build, just
I feel like that'd be the cooler one. An easier one they could do is much like Sonic. They could just do a bounce pad, and he just jumps up,
yeah.
and then he does his parachute.
the parachute would be like, because I think Snake has it in this one.
Mhm.
He has the drone thing.
Yeah.
So it'd be like that. Like he gets uplifted a little
Boing,
bit, and then he's able to
yeah.
float
The
down.
throw should be a 1x1 with a trap.
Oh yeah.
No, this is how the jump
You
should
grab
be.
them, toss
the
them to the
bounce.
ground.
If they do the bounce, then it should be a free fall. And if you want to go straight into a parachute, you can, but you don't have to.
The-
He should have a shotgun as a smash, like just up close.
That's true. I was thinking the pickaxe. But
Pickaxe, I think, could be as like generic, like basic attacks. Just like how Pikachu and them do the shocks and stuff. I can see that being it. Oh my god! Like, and then they'd make a Fortnite amiibo. People would fucking go crazy for that shit. A llama. Llama is
llama?
the final smash.
you like drop in someone like as soon as someone hits it, they're stuck hitting it, and they can't do shit about it.
No. Final smash. Final smash. The dome just starts closing in on the whole level. Everyone starts taking damage.
Unless they're like right in the middle of the
Yeah.
stage.
That's cool.
It
Money.
pushes
Weekly
everyone-
DLC right here. I'm calling it. And then the level would be cool because they could just do like leaky whatever. I don't know.
Leaky lakes.
Leaky lakes. Or
Yeah,
one of those
just get rid
they
of
could just a map pack would be perfect. They would have the oh my god, I fuck assist trophies support. Nailed it.
Damn.
2 hours into the podcast. Oh, fucking nailed it. Okay.
I think that's good.
That's a good note to end on. Where can people find you?
They can find me at the Fulio365 on Instagram, and then the Fulio everywhere else.
You can find me at the Lost Bosses everywhere. I think I'm gonna stream Wolfenstein 2. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That'd be another good DLC. BJ Blazkowicz or Doom Guy.
Oh shit, Doom Guy is gonna be good. His Smash is like his little toy.
Speaking of,
His Smash is his.
oh
little
yeah,
toy
the
thing.
little figure
Yeah,
Funko.
he like. Just a giant.
Damn, should I buy Doom? I don't know. Doom or Wolfenstein 2. Okay.
That's for your streamers to.
you guys can find me at Yanni or Laurel at Cujo Prime.
Yanni.
You can find us all at the Weekly DLC. If you have any questions, you have any thoughts, you want to give any feedback, find us at asktheweeklydlc@gmail.com or any of our platforms. Just hit us up. We're always listening. We're always looking for feedback. We're 4 more episodes from episode 100, so big milestone.
1 month.
Stranger Things too.
New year, new us.
New year, new me. Just no
We should
stranger.
just change what we talk about. Like, yeah, we're back for the new yarn collection. Guys, what do you think of this year's catalog? Until next time, we'll...
DLC.
You later.